And how much technology do you use in your courses?
Some, a medium amount, I guess. I use clickers. That's the most obvious thing in the class to have students respond in real time. And so I use online homework for SACCT, and I have a web page independent of SACCT where I post my class notes and announcements, syllabus and information like that. And I use PowerPoint in the class to display my lecture notes, and also the laptop to do videos and simulations. Did binary star simulations in class yesterday. It was pretty cool.
That's good. Those are good. Okay. What are the main reasons for using the technology that you use?
Well, each thing has different reasons. For some of the display technology, astronomy is a very visual science. Everything's done in photographs, and so I can show the students the actual data rather than just having them read about it in a book. I can also show them visualizations. The binary star simulation shows two binary stars orbiting around one another under the influence of their gravity, and they can see how if you bring them together or break them further apart, the orbits change, they go faster or slower. So it really allows them to connect with what we've read about in the textbook. The clickers I use because otherwise students get bored listening to me talk all the time. So I break up the class period by asking them questions. I also have tied the clickers into questions into a sort of a Bloom's taxonomy hierarchy, where the first question is just testing their knowledge. Then the second question in that lesson builds upon that knowledge, and the third question extrapolates to something we didn't talk about in class, but which they should be able to draw a conclusion based on the first two questions and what we used in class. So it kind of engages them in a little more active way than just sitting there and looking at the clock to find out what class is done.
Okay. So I think you already answered 3 when you...
Yeah, well, what technology do you find the most useful? Actually, the most useful is SACCT, because I don't have to grade homework. That's useful. And also, it allows me to post the students' exam scores very rapidly. Before, I was having to create anonymous user numbers for all the students in my class, so I could post them on a website without anyone else being able to tell what their grades were. And now I can just upload them into SACCT, and only they have access to it, so it's easier.
Okay. And have you assessed the effectiveness of this technology in student learning?
Well, I did assess the clickers when I first started using them. This was probably about, what year is it? Probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I did a comparison of student exam scores and final course grades before and after I started using clickers. And the result was no change. And that's why I modified the clickers to have this Bloom's taxonomy style progression of questions, because before I was just asking any old question. And in this way, I have them working up to a higher level thinking. I haven't assessed that yet. I'm still waiting to get a set of questions I like. Constantly modifying the questions. It's actually hard to write multiple choice questions that probe this kind of information. So I'm not really happy with the ones I've got so far.
Okay. Have you ever been excited about a piece of technology for teaching but found it not effective in practice?
Excited but not effective. No, except for the clickers, and even there I wasn't an early adopter. I was an early adopter for this campus, but I picked that up teaching at University of Massachusetts, where I've been around for a little while. I haven't really been an early adopter. I do that on purpose. Let others figure out all the kinks, and then I only come in when it's known how well it works, and I can just start using it.
Yes, you're a smart man. And what are you most proud of about your teaching?
What am I the most proud of about my teaching? The fact that I get so many students coming into my astronomy class who hate science, and when they leave, they don't hate science anymore.